Hi, everybody. It's Lisa from Sweet and Sassy Treasures. It is Wednesday, September something, 17th, and we are here for our Wednesday live where we make a memory tile. So basically, those are just 5x7 wood gallery blanks that I do mixed media art on. There's a different one each week. I was following a theme that went out the window a little while ago when I got busier than my little brain could keep up with. And what you do with them is you make a gallery wall, and gallery walls are just beautiful. You can start with 4 tiles and do like a 2x2. I've seen where there's like a row of 3, a row of 2, a row of 2. Mine are just in a rectangle, and I think I've got 4 going across and 6 going down. So I have 24. Sometimes I swap them out, but they all have a memory for me. But it's the memory of making them, and that's like just the absolute best. So I am so glad everybody's here. My name's Lisa. I'm the owner of Sweet and Sassy Treasures. If you're watching on YouTube and you like what you see, I hope you'll think about subscribing to my channel and ring the little bell that'll let you know when I have a new video coming. I am also a very proud IOD artisan, and our next group of videos are due pretty soon. I'm so excited about the one that I'm going to make. I'm also, as soon as life calms down a little bit, like in another week, fingers crossed, I will be adding weekly edited video to my YouTube channel. So lots of fun things going on. The Golden Ticket group started today. I've got all kinds of samples done for the holiday retreat that's coming up 4 weeks from tomorrow. And we're just rocking and rolling over here. So we are so happy that you're here. Hey, San Diego on YouTube. Deborah from Florida's on YouTube. We got Deb Campo, Sherry, Linda. So glad you guys are here. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn my camera over. I always forget that when I do a tile, I don't need my camera to be propped up. But so here is a 5x7 wood gallery blank. And if you look, like that's a really good angle right there. I use embossing medium, and I just take a credit card type hotel key really and just scrape the embossing medium on. In a perfect world, I do that the day before. I did do it yesterday, so it's nice and dry. But I also will skim the sides too, so that those look like texture. So I want it to look like it's made from ceramic or pottery. Hello, Northern California. What's the weather like in Northern California? Janice? It's got to be gorgeous right now. Thank you, Sherry. Everything's just kind of status quo. Right now, I did 100. Ooh, that's hot. I did lose an aunt yesterday, which wasn't even on my radar. So, yeah, you just keep, forging ahead. That's all you can do. Okay. Oh, up camping and sitting by the lake. Deb, you switched over. I know, not being able to comment easily. Or is it that you can't? I think it's that you can't see comments. So I'm starting with this element from the Classic Elements mold, which is hands down the mold that I use the most. I am super excited about Victoriana. It has some amazing elements to it. And I think it's filled in some gaps of things that we needed. Didn't I have one out here?
Yeah. Oh, you did already.
You're so good. And then gave us some different spins. Like this reminds me of the smaller element on Cameos. I love this element right here. You could treat it as a button. Thank you, Sherry. Thanks, Deborah. I don't want to be Debbie Downer. We all have crap, right? And so I say it's okay to take a 30-second pity party and then you pull up your bootstraps and you move on the best that you can. But I see this like take the Roman numerals from apothecary labels and put that on there. I think it would be beautiful. We have these bows, these tassels, just all of these elements that are like super amazing. And these birds are different than the birds in any of the, yeah, Deborah, it is. Thank you. So these are the tassels I poured. I had some extra resin. Detail's incredible. And the bows. Love the bows. So I have been terrible about posting tiles. What I'm going to do for the weekend is I'm going to post a bunch of tiles and I'm going to do a tile sale because I haven't been posting them and I am accumulating them again. And I was doing really well at not doing that. So that will be, it won't be auction based. It's just going to be a tile sale. I'll have the pictures of them. And then you can just go to the website and order them by number. And don't forget free shipping this month. As long as your order has a subtotal of $50, that free shipping is USPS and it does not apply to DIY paint products. Sadly, but it's like a rule. So that's my spiel on all of that. So here are the papers I'm using. And it could look like, what are you doing here, right? And I have a thought that I think is going to be cool. I'm going to use this element. And I had this left over from the last retreat. Let's see if I can zoom in a little and still be, hold this up a smidgen. There we go. I'm liking that. So this was left over from resin I poured. And what I thought I would do is just use this exactly like that. I'm going to put one of the papers on this half and the other paper will go on that half. So it's deciding which goes where. And I'm leaning toward putting the script. This script I love because it's handwriting. I'm just a sucker for anything that's handwriting. I love it. And then the red will go on the other side. That's what I was thinking. But we're going to somewhat, pretend we can visualize this the best that we can. But I don't want it to be half and half. That's the last thing I want to happen. So yep, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it the way that I said. This over here. So because I don't want it to be half and half, I'm going to run this fairly close to the edge. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my paper to the size of the rectangle, and then I'm going to trace is what I'm going to do. If I were smart, I would lay them, double them up, and cut all at once. But I'm a little afraid of doing that. So let me see. Actually, I'm a liar. Here's my pencil. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to trace first. And hope that I've got that straight. And when I cut, I'm going to cut inside this line. Ish.
Show up for you?
You know. And I don't, don't really need to outline it. I just need to get close. So I'm going on the inside. I don't need to do all the scallopy things like I originally started to do.
I love that red paper, and I'm not even a red person. I know, it's beautiful.
I don't know. There's something about just how they did that paper that's like incredible. Okay. Let's see how I'm going to go straight down here. And I know that that's wider than I want to go. So let's put this. As long as I'm inside. Here we go. There. Oh, duh. Geez, oh, Pete. It's this one. This way. I'm like, why is this not fitting? So it's this way. And I know I was going pretty close. Can't get my little fingers there. Okay. I got that there. All right, so what I didn't account for was the gap. So I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh, Lisa. I didn't allow for the gap up there. I'm just going to piece it though, because it's not gonna matter. Instead of redoing this. I know I want to be close to the edge. Let me put that there. Figure out where I want this to go. This there. All right. So it looks pretty good. I'm going to go straight down from there. Oh, that's that edge.
It does look like velveteen.
I'm looking at the distance here and the distance there. Do I have bigger scissors pans so that I have a better shot at cutting this fairly straight? I'm going to go a little wider than I need to. There we go. Let's see, I think I had it right, like that. And then I can piece that top section in. And just make sure. That's a pretty good spot right there for it. And I don't know that I'm even worried about that gap at the top. So let me just get there. Now, What I want to do is the opposite. And unfortunately, I can't run this under there because you'll see it, or that would solve that problem for me. So what I'm going to do is bring this edge. I have to think about this for a second. And what part do I want to show? I think I'm going to go all the way up there so I get some of that variety. I'm going to want it like that, if this makes sense. I want to make sure, because that paper is going to come in. Go straight down. So that I need to cut out. So it's got to go more like that. Will that do it? No, because that's got to go in further. Okay. So I'll explain all the things I'm thinking in a second. So what I'm going to want it to do is go a little bit under there. So I'm going to trace and hope I don't make the same mistake. Oops. And hope I've got that right. Can't see it though.
I was gonna say, how can you see that?
I can't. I mean, I can a little, but here we go. It's right there. Let me think. What am I really cutting though? Cutting inside. So do I want this to come in more? Yeah, because otherwise this is going to show. All right, we're going to do this instead. I'm so damn confused. I was hoping this would work.
You only have to cut the inside part, right?
That's what I'm hoping. I am very confused by myself. Doesn't have to be exact either. Right?
Righto.
But since I'm so confused, I'm going to cut it exact because I am so confused by myself. Just when I was all cocky and confident, remember that?
Yes,
I got next Tuesday's idea. Got crap done. I got my IOD thing figured out. And then I cannot handle this simple little math problem. which is what this amounts to. In my defense, physics was not my thing, and geometry was my weakest math subject. All right, let's see what this does. Son of a beehive. So this we're going to put on top right there. And then that has to go like that, I'm thinking. This was supposed to be so easy. Oh, you gotta just laugh, because what else are you gonna do? That's still the problem. So I've got to pull it out more.
Or is it just where you have to pull the red paper down more?
That's what I'm trying to figure out here. I'm going to get this paper on, is what I'm going to do. Because why not? What if you paint back of light paper first? I don't know what that means. I mean, there's definitely an easy solution that is not coming to me. There's no question about that. Like totally obvious thing that I should be doing. But overconfidence took over. Let's dry this. Let's get that off of there. Hi, Sandy. Back of lighter paper. Paint the back of lighter paper white before decoupaging. Oh, yeah. Yeah, could have done that. That would have been a good idea. Totally good idea. But too late now. Red's such a beast, though. It really is. So I just got to make sure that I know where this is going. Like so. Nope, it was way closer to the edge, like that. All right. That goes there. Now, yeah, according to my measurements that are off, let's see.
Not by much.
Except for that's crooked. It's got to go up. Yep, not by much at all. That's good there. That's good there. Just that little bit there. Hold that. Hold this. Hold that. Is that the only spot, really? In here. There. There. How do I want this paper to go here? I feel like it does need to follow a natural curve, you know? What that curve would be, I don't have quite figured out just yet. Okay.
Tracy said, you did good.
Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Felt like there was another little piece I needed to get rid of. Okay, we're going to go bigger. Love that paper. So now, it's going to go there. That's going to go there. That's there. What am I going to do with these edges? You guys, I have no doubt there was a really easy way to do this that I did not do. There, there. It's got to go up just a little bit. Okay, what am I going to do with these? I'm just going to wing it. Probably going to stick some mold elements in there somewhere. No clue other than lining up this edge. That's all I've got. That's all that's going to save me right there. Okay. I don't have a paper plate here, do I? Can I just get one from you, please? Thank you.
Yeah. Comfy Mess with Grace says, hey, hey, crafty chicks.
Hello. All right, so this goes in this corner.
Oh, Viv just hopping on. Oh, yeah. Ink the back of the mold and press it on the paper.
I thought of that way too late. Yep. Really, really good advice. But what a wonderful brainstorming opportunity that I did not cheat us out of. What I'm loving that you can't see, oh, you can. The creases in the embossing medium in the rice paper. That looks really good. And I'm just kind of pressing my brush down to really accentuate those. some of the colors coming off, which is another thing I would want. Okay. And we'll worry about what happens next soon. It's all good. I was just testing you guys to see if, I really knew what I should do. This was just like a test for like, what would you guys do? Because I like have this all figured out. Such a lie, Lisa. Looking for the sand. Anything I don't like, I'll cover up with paint too, which is like totally fine. Got my handy dandy sanding block here. This is like 80 grit sandpaper, something crazy like that.
Yeah, it is.
So it makes it easy, but you have to be a little bit careful too. Love that. Love that for me.
I was just going to say that. Love it for you.
So now I'm going to take and get rid of this. I love that black. It's one of my favorite things. I'm going to take black velvet paint and paint this element. Again, it's from Classic Elements.
It's a beauty. Very classic.
Very classic. Like I said, I would have preferred to use black resin. I still would have had to paint it black. Just because I like that look better. But if I decide I want to wipe back and let some of this show, then having it the tan color, it's Alumilite, not Illuminite, Alumilite tan, and it's pretty cool option, but it's the color is inconsistent. So if that would matter to you, that would just be my word of warning, and it's the fast cast, so it's 10 minutes. They have amazing products. It just surprised me that this one had inconsistent color to it.
So some of them are more yellow and some of them
Yeah.
are.
Yep. Let's check everything back here. Get all the edges. I think that's pretty good. And even though it's resin, the DIY paint sticks really well to it. It's just, if you want to wipe back, it's a little bit trickier with resin. But I'll worry about that after I get this glued down. So I'm going to get Big Top on here, glue this down.
You already Big Top the board, right?
No, that's what I'm doing right now.
Oh,
I did CLP.
gotcha.
So funny because it looks so ugly. You know what I think I'd like to do is use that element from Victoriana in the corner and do the Roman number. Roman numeral? Roman number?
There's Roman numerals in Victoriana?
No, there's that plate. And the
Oh,
Roman
gotcha.
numbers are from Apothecary Labels.
Gotcha.
But I would need that going right now so it was done in 10 minutes. How confident are you pouring that?
What am I pouring?
An element from, do I want to, now would be the time to actually fill in that piece. So I tore some of this paper. Because you don't want it to be a cut edge. I would have to pull this up, and I may not be able to. So I might have to just go in like that. And that will go over there. And piece that in. So as long as you tear the edge, you don't get an abrupt line. Should be wiping off that top of that. Get there.
You think there's going to be enough room down there for this?
Over here. Oh, should I just use clay? That way it's not cast. If I want to add it, I'll just use clay.
Whatever you want me to do.
We'll just use clay if we decide to do it. That's a good point. I think there is, but I have been wrong more than once. I'm not sure if you know that.
Not too often.
Oh, yeah. No, boy. Keep this up at the same time. I want it to be nice and pliable. Ooh, yeah, I might be okay. My window of opportunity for this to be pliable, ooh, it's hot, is dwindling. And then when it's hot, your glue dries really quickly too. So you got to kind of move on it.
I like to move it, move it.
We got all the songs going. Okay, let's see here. Get that edge cleaned up so I can see if I'm on the paper or not. That'll fit, Pam. Would you mind grabbing the container of over poured resin stuff, not the holiday stuff, but the other stuff?
Yes.
Oh, you're doing the clay element. Oh, perfect. Okay. I was thinking about doing this gold, but I'm only going to hit the tips of it with gold. So I'm going to put black on the sides right now, just because we have time. Oops, I need to get this sanded. Hi, Charlie girl. What's going on? Huh? Oops, that went over the edge a little.
She says, I'm bored. Luna's no fun to play with right now.
Oh, Luna never plays with her anyhow. That won't stop her from annoying her, though. From Charlie annoying Luna. So the tight bond dries clear, so I'm not real concerned about that glue oozing out.
Okay, what element are you looking for in the other one?
I need little pieces to put on the end of the mold, potentially.
Sure, you can go in there, smell something.
No, that would be the, whatchamajigger? The Hika.
Okay.
Even though it dries clear, I'm still going to want to get some of that bulk out of there.
Is this fast cast? Do you want me to cast one too or not?
What? No. I think we'll be okay.
Try to dry it a little bit. Oh, you're looking for little elements first.
Yeah, for these sections here, but I might be all right. We'll have to see. Pull some more of that on top of here. At minimum, it will stain it. If not, pull like I want it to. Maybe I just pull some black in there. It'll be fine. That might work too. I might be good. Pam just was
I think so.
some
I don't know
paint.
if you're gonna find
Yeah.
something really tiny.
Yeah, I was thinking of those half-arch things, but I don't think they'd work anyhow. I don't even know what they're from.
Could you use
I think I'm just gonna
Could you use a
age.
little medallion? No.
No, that wouldn't have been a bad idea, but
You got two of these.
I think we're gonna be okay. You know those like semicircle arch things is what I was thinking. I think they're cast in black too.
These?
No, they look like a C, like the letter C. From a campus, maybe?
You could cut the ends off these.
Oh, yeah, that's a possibility. Let's see if the paint's gonna work.
See about cutting the ends off those.
I think I'm gonna be okay just leaving it heavy shadow. Yeah, I think that's gonna look good, just heavy shadow. Using my finger because it smears it more, which is kind of what I'm wanting here. I might take a little bit on there.
Well, that looks good.
And then black chiffon will fix.
Joan. I know it's shocking, but I'm late.
Yeah,
It's okay. You're a very busy girl.
that looks good. Black chiffon will fix that. All right, next is, I'm going to use antique gold just because it's sitting here. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. Anything you do, any comment, hi, thumbs up, anything helps me so much. Oh. So usually I use pale gold metallic. This is antique gold, which is a little yellower, but super pretty. So I'm going to use this kind of a flat brush, offload a little bit. And as my brush gets drier, this gets easier.
That piece of glue dripped. It's dripping.
Pardon?
Glue's dripping. From it.
Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. taking some of that gold. Not a lot. I don't want my brush to be wet. Going around that edge. One more along the top. My brush dragged right there. That looks so cool. I'd be afraid to try and do it intentionally. But I get like some big old splattered, kind of like that right there. Big old splattered thingy. Oh, this is so amazing. If you knew what my original plan was, I think we started with snowflake paper. So I'm just bringing a little bit around those ends. Really dry brush. Pull onto my paper. Okay, that was antique gold. Pale gold metallic is more orange, and bronze is more orange than that and less gold without being intense. Not that any of that makes any sense whatsoever. Now we're going to use black chiffon. I feel like I should seal it again. Let me see what you got going on there. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. It could look cool. We'll see. Ooh, you got it nice and dry too. Good job.
Thanks. Sherry V, I'm totally digging this. This is gorgeous. It is gorgeous, isn't it? I love the contrast of the light and dark, Lisa.
Yeah.
The antique gold looks amazing on there.
No, it's crazy. Considering, where we started with the robins and the snowflakes. More black. This if I'm not sure this is gonna work or that it needs it, but
it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite ones you've done in a while. I like it. I mean,
last week's was pretty good too.
I like all of them. I just meant like my.
Oh no, there are some that are definitely more,
some are just more my style than others. They're all beautiful. They're all beautiful.
Okay, we'll just see. We don't have to use it, but we made it, darn it. So we're gonna try it. All right, I do feel like, maybe not. I feel like I need to big top it again, or that writing I feel like is gonna totally get saturated. Because I think that just happened to me. Oh, this brush sucks. Different one. So black chiffon is a less intense black glaze, but it still can take over something. And I don't want that to happen. So we're
No,
sealing
so good.
again. So this tile will be available with my sale this weekend with all the tiles. All the tiles that I post, not all the tiles. I don't even know how many we've got right now. Love that sitting in the cracks there. The sides. You could always put gold on the sides too. I like my sides to all look the same so that it's only the front of the tile that's different. I just like the way that looks in a gallery wall. That's just me.
That's awfully pretty.
Thank you. I think we fixed the problem with it being just a smidge short really well. Oh, crud. Oh, you said the paint was dripping, or the glue was dripping, right?
Yes.
That would be the time to get it off of there. We played around with stone-colored clay. After demolding, Aurelia tried it, but then used black wax and it left a little loose and go, ooh, I bet you that's awesome. Stone-colored clay, who makes that? The gray color. I would love to know. We're not going to use any dark and decrepit, just black's fine. I think that's the right decision. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were used it.
No, I use just the black velvet paint. I have to unbox those other heat guns. This one is so loud. Question is whether I need D&D or not. Let's see. I know this is clogged, but I'm pretty sure it's clogged. Oh, I was pretty wrong. All right, use a small brush. So this is Dark and Decrepit by DIY Paint, and it's a brownish glaze. I'm using that just to bring some of the antique color in and not all black. This is the part I really care about over here. And you can let that sit if you want it to be more intense, because even though I have all that stuff on there, it still soaks into your paper. And now we're going to use black Schwan, which is my favorite thing in the whole world. And if you told me Das makes stone clay, oh, I bet you that's pretty too. Love those ideas. All right, let's see. We'll use this brush.
I was going to say Ken's cooking dinner for you, but it's the dog's food.
Yes, it is. Love what that does. Oh, actually, I want to get it on here too. Oh, I forgot about my crappy baby wipes for just a brief moment that they pill. All right, let's just for shits and giggles check this out.
So pretty.
And it's probably not going to work, but this is from Victoriana.
Oh, look at the detail. Hello, Joellen.
Hi, Joellen.
Thanks for popping on. Yes, you can really see the texture beneath the rice paper on this one, Sherry. Looks good.
Yeah, this is a good one. Do you know where Apothecary Labels is in the baskets out there? I'm just going to use black Schwan. I'm not going to use dark and decrepit on this. So what I was thinking was, and I don't think it needs it, but like right there, oh man, that does not look bad though. I don't know, you guys. I don't know, that's pretty cool. Let's try.
Can you do the numbers in gold?
Yeah. So this is Apothecary Labels. And I don't know why, but I always gravitate toward, I guess we don't need to make it like ridiculously long. So that would work just like that. All right, let's try. We're just gonna put this on. I don't even know what the sheet of acetate is from, to be honest with you. Get this more dry.
Thanks for the hearts.
I don't know. I really like this. I'm really, really liking this element a lot. I feel like that's okay, but that's like rich. I'm going to need a
It's
sponge,
okay to be late.
a
Liz.
sponge brush, please.
Ooh, that's
Crazy
so
that
rich
the
looking.
ones that I spend no time thinking about come out the best. So this is just VIII. It has zero significance to me, like none whatsoever. Just getting a good coat of gold paint on there. I'm gonna pop that right in the middle. Now I glazed it, so, oh gosh, that looks so good. Put this back so I don't lose it. Oh, I know I need to clean this off again. Get water, dry this. That's not white glue. That is where, because it was resin, everything wiped off when I wiped back. I'm pretty sure. Unless there's something I'm not seeing. I do see resin coming through in quite a few spots. But I'm not mad at that. It's all right. So if you glued this on while the clay was wet, you would get really good contact. But then I would have had to really wait for it to dry.
Oh, did I dry it too good?
No. I just love that element. I think it just completes her. Looks so good. Now, when it dries, I'll put a little bit more Black Spon on there, but obviously that'll just make a mess for me right now because it's not adhered.
Looks good. Thanks for the hearts, everybody.
Thanks, you guys,
Thumbs
for
up, the
being
love.
here. I appreciate you. That's a beauty for sure. Sorry, it just happens sometimes, and but right there, that's resin coming through in a few spots, but it adds to the character. It just looks so good. Now, the other thing I could do is take something kind of heavy and put it on there just to make sure I get a little bit better contact. But I'm okay. I'm okay with that. It looks really good.
Did I make it too thick?
No. Just, I added a little
Gorgeous,
too much
love it.
glue.
Yep, me too.
All right, you guys, thank you for being here.
Thanks,
I appreciate
everybody.
you. See you soon. Bye, everybody.